Imagine being in a crucial meeting at work, trying to present your ideas, when you encounter a stubborn colleague who seems to disagree with everything you propose. Have you ever experienced something like this? Dealing with difficult and conflicting people can be a true test of our patience and communication skills. However, Stoic philosophy offers valuable perspectives to face these challenges with wisdom and serenity. Have you ever had to deal with someone difficult and confrontational, whether at work, facing a stubborn colleague who always disagrees with you, or at home, with a family member who seems always ready to confront you? These situations can leave you perplexed, unsure of how to react. Imagine the following scene. You are in an important meeting, presenting your ideas with enthusiasm and dedication, when suddenly that annoying person emerges with incessant objections and a challenging demeanor. The tension in the room increases, and you find yourself on the brink of an unproductive argument with the feeling that your words are being ignored. Situations like these are a real test of your patience, resilience, and ability to deal with difficult people. The impact can be profound, affecting your productivity and inner peace. Constant confrontation with difficult people can wear down your relationships and shake your confidence. And you may wonder if there is a way to circumvent these situations, to deal with these challenges more effectively, while maintaining your integrity and mental sanity. To help you overcome such situations, today we will explore the wise words of Marcus Aurelius, the great Stoic emperor who faced many similar challenges in his life. We will explore 5 lessons inspired by his reflections to deal with difficult people, not just surviving these situations, but also transforming them into opportunities for your personal growth. I recommend you watch the whole video attentively. By the end, you will have valuable tools to apply in your daily life and thus build more harmonious and effective relationships, regardless of the difficulties that may arise. Before we dive into this journey of self-discovery and evolution, we would like to ask a favor. If you value the ideas we will share today, don't forget to like this video and comment, "I will be wiser." Together, let's tread the path of Stoic wisdom and discover the transformative power of this ancient philosophy. Therefore, let's move to the first lesson. Have no expectations, prepare for the worst. Marcus Aurelius had a unique approach to dealing with difficult people in his life. He used to say, "When you wake up in the morning, tell yourself that the people you will interact with today can be intrusive, ungrateful, arrogant, dishonest, jealous, and rude." This may seem pessimistic, but it is actually a fundamental principle of Stoicism, a practical philosophy that teaches us to see people as they truly are, rather than as we would like them to be. Marcus Aurelius, despite his remarkable temperance and discipline, applied this philosophy through the technique of negative visualization in his morning routine. He mentally prepared himself every morning to deal with a variety of personalities, some of which could be difficult or unpleasant. The goal was not to judge people poorly, but to be prepared for any challenge that might arise. Let's imagine a situation. You are in your office, quietly working on your usual tasks. Suddenly, your boss appears and starts yelling at you in front of your colleagues for a mistake in a report, or perhaps for something you did or did not do. In such circumstances, it is natural to feel embarrassed, demotivated, and even angry. Now imagine the same situation, but this time a colleague warns you that your boss is in a bad mood. Knowing this, you check the report more carefully before sending it. Even if your boss yells at you for something you may or may not have done, you are surprised, but not as much, because you were already prepared for that possibility. What Marcus Aurelius was teaching is that our expectations have a great impact on our emotions. By constantly reminding ourselves that we will encounter unpleasant people on our journey, we will not be so shaken when it happens. It is important to understand that difficult people are part of life, and it is wise to be prepared to deal with them rather than being caught off guard. Therefore, the secret to dealing with difficult people lies in setting realistic expectations and remembering that these challenging interactions are inevitable. When you adopt this mindset, you are better prepared to face any situation, maintaining your calm and balance. Second lesson, understand human nature. Marcus Aurelius reminds us of our human connection with the following words: "We were born to work together like feet, hands and eyes, like the two rows of teeth, upper and lower. To obstruct each other is unnatural. To feel anger at someone is to turn your back on them." According to his words, we all share a bond in our human journey. While our lives and styles may differ, there are aspects in which we are all alike. None of us are exempt from facing pain, illness, loss, and eventually death. As social beings, we have evolved with mechanisms that encourage us to collaborate with one another. Therefore, it is crucial that you treat everyone with kindness and compassion, regardless of the difficulties they may present. When Marcus Aurelius encountered someone shameless or difficult, he would ask, "Is it possible to have a world without such people?" No, so don't ask for the impossible. There will always be such people in the world. We know that encountering problematic people is inevitable, but he would advise you not to interpret their difficult actions as personally directed at you. Instead, view the bad behavior of these people as ignorance. They act badly because they do not possess the knowledge that you have. What you consider wrong is based on your knowledge. If someone does not have the same information or wisdom as you, they are unlikely to reach the same conclusions about what is right or wrong. For example, if someone makes derogatory remarks about your weight, they might believe that shaming you is motivating, not understanding the negative impact it has on you. More importantly, as we all can be ignorant at times, how often do we act to disturb or hurt someone? Therefore, regardless of the irritation or problems caused by someone, this is generally not their intention. When interacting with family, friends, colleagues, and strangers, it is essential that you treat them with kindness. Remember our shared humanity and the fact that we do not know what each person is going through. Therefore, you should always strive to be present and compassionate in your social interactions. This will enrich your relationships and broaden your understanding of others. In exceptional moments when the evident purpose is to harm you, it is possible to resort to control over your own thoughts and behaviors. If someone tries to hurt your soul, you have the option to ignore it, staying true to your principles and values. Third lesson, do not harbor grievances or grudges. Marcus Aurelius, the philosopher-emperor, had a unique perspective on how to handle challenges in his existence. He stated, "The best revenge is not to be like your enemy." Even before the tales of Disney princesses, Marcus Aurelius was teaching that true revenge does not include retaliating with harshness or insults. In fact, acting this way only lowers you to the level of those who treat you poorly, validating their inappropriate behavior. He suggests that you react in a more noble way, preserving ethics and logical reasoning. Even when you plan your actions, things do not always go as desired. Often, external events are beyond your control. No matter how hard you try, you might not get that coveted promotion, get stuck in traffic, your video might not go viral, or you might even fall ill. The reality is that you do not control most of these circumstances. Just as these events are unpredictable, the words and actions of people around you are also beyond your reach. Whether in the professional environment or in social interactions, we all encounter difficult individuals occasionally. Some might disturb your peace, lie, try to take credit for your work, or even humiliate you publicly. While you cannot control their actions, you often allow these incidents and insults to affect your emotions for an extended period, perhaps for a day, a week, a month, or even a lifetime. On these occasions, you often react with resentment, anger, and even plan retaliation. However, Stoic teachings remind you that revenge is a trap that leads nowhere. It's a waste of time that ultimately does more harm than good. The Stoics advise you not to take these actions personally. When someone acts badly, it is because at that moment they do not know better. Their actions may be deliberate or not, but your time and energy are too precious to be spent on others' negativity. If the actions are unintentional, there is no point in worrying excessively about their lack of attention. If they are deliberate, they reflect the other person's character, and you cannot control others' behavior. The only thing you truly control is your own reaction to these situations. Therefore, the next time you face rudeness or harsh words, question how it truly affects you. For example, if someone calls you ugly and mocks you, ask yourself, does this person's opinion really matter to you? What would be the real consequences for you if this person continued with their offensive comments? Generally, the only real consequences are in your own mind, and if they are under your control, they do not need to harm you. Marcus Aurelius teaches you to resist the impulse to react with resentment and instead learn to ignore these offenses. True wisdom lies in not letting others' behavior affect your emotional balance, choosing to respond with understanding and calm. Fourth lesson, act to inspire. Marcus Aurelius has a valuable lesson for you. Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one. This simple statement carries profound meaning in our journey to deal with difficult people constructively and inspiringly. In this lesson, we will explore how your actions can be a powerful tool to positively influence those around you. The philosopher Emperor emphasizes that a person's character is shaped not by their words, but by their actions. When it comes to interactions with difficult people, this idea becomes even more relevant. Often, after unpleasant experiences, we all tend to point out others' faults. We complain about co-workers, spouses, friends, and toxic relationships. But how often do we take effective measures to improve these situations? A common pitfall is waiting for the other person to take the first step. We believe it is up to them to resolve the issues or change their behavior. However, Marcus Aurelius warns us that inactivity only exacerbates problems in our relationships. True change begins when we take responsibility for our own actions and attitudes. To effectively deal with difficult people, it is essential to act and resolve issues promptly. This begins by questioning your own actions that may be causing discomfort to the other person. Self-awareness is key. Check if your ego is preventing you from taking action or facing conflicts. Often, the resistance to acknowledge our mistakes or weaknesses can be a barrier to progress in our relationships. The next step is dialogue. Instead of just talking about others or complaining about their actions, it is crucial to communicate directly with them. Effective communication is fundamental to resolving misunderstandings and conflicts. Listening attentively, expressing your concerns clearly and respectfully, and being willing to find solutions together can make a significant difference in the dynamics with difficult people. But how does this relate to inspiration? Marcus Aurelius teaches us that if we aspire to be better and want those around us to improve as well, it is not enough to give instructions on how they should act. Instead, we must cultivate virtues within ourselves and manifest them through our daily actions. When you act consistently with the values and principles you cherish, you become a source of inspiration for others. Those around you will notice your integrity, empathy, and commitment to personal growth. These inspiring actions will motivate those around you to be better too, creating a positive cycle of influence. In this process, you will contribute to making everyone's life, including yours, a little better. Inspiration does not occur only through grand words, but mainly through actions that reflect your deepest values and principles. Therefore, remember Marcus Aurelius's fourth lesson. Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one. Your actions can trigger positive changes in personal dynamics and significantly influence those around you. Fifth instruction, overcome jealousy and revolutionize your bonds. Facing difficult individuals can often trigger feelings of inadequacy or inferiority. And occasionally, in the face of challenging contexts, it is common for emotions of jealousy and comparison to emerge. You might find yourself envying the ease with which they seem to resolve disputes or excel in their professions. However, it is essential to remember that everyone has their own path, and comparing your journey to others only leads to suffering. Nonetheless, Marcus Aurelius reminds us that the source of our joy lies within us, not in acquiring what others have achieved. He offers us a vital lesson. If you covet what you don't have, you will never be truly free, independent, and tranquil, for jealousy and envy will always pursue you with the fear that others will come and take everything you have. This instruction can be applied when interacting with difficult people. After all, you are solely responsible for the direction of your life. By coveting what belongs to others, or how prosperous they are, you hand over your own happiness to others, a flawed and fruitless act. Many spend a significant part of their day scrolling through social media, measuring themselves against the curated images of friends and feeling dissatisfied for believing they deserve the same existence as others seem to have. Jealousy is a complex set of emotions that arise in response to others' success, skills, or attributes that you desire. When jealousy infiltrates a relationship, it faces significant tensions and conflicts. According to Stoic philosophy, all blessings in your life are granted by fortune and will need to be returned at some point. Therefore, while some people may seem to have the success, relationship, or fame you desire now, they can lose it all in the blink of an eye. You do not know the pitfalls that fate has in store for them. The more they have, the higher the risk of loss. Wealth, fame, and power are ephemeral and beyond your control. Instead of comparing your condition to others, adopt the practice of measuring yourself against who you were the previous day. This way, you will continue to evolve constantly toward the person you want to be, cultivating true happiness and inner fulfillment. By employing Marcus Aurelius's wisdom, you can learn to overcome jealousy by focusing on your own growth and personal development. Instead of seeing these difficult individuals as threats, you can view them as opportunities for learning and self-discovery. Therefore, when confronting difficult people, remember that true wealth resides within you. Don't waste time measuring yourself against others. Instead, focus on your own journey of self-discovery and evolution, cultivating true happiness and inner fulfillment. This is the key to dealing with difficult people efficiently and constructively. If you've made it this far, I see that you are resilient by nature, and that's why I've left a treat for you in the first pinned comment. Make good use of it. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel to receive more videos like this. Take care and see you soon.